Can you share some memorable instances from your childhood days?
I remember for myself, I enjoyed preschool totally because that's the time I get to eat nice biscuits. But the most traumatic time I remember was a time when we were graduating. I didn't realize what we were doing, of course, and there were rehearsals for a dance. And I was dancing with a boy, which I was very happy to do, and I was quite good, I think. And then when I finally got chosen, they put me with a girl, and that was when I ran out of the place and disappeared from the class.
Do you remember any of your children's preschool teachers? And what do you think is the difference between preschools then and now?
When they were growing up, preschool was not what preschool is today. In fact, a lot of it is caregiving, and they don't engage parents. Even if they do, mostly the mothers do most of the engagement. And I hope that as we go forward, we should engage both parents, because it is not just about the child's journey in preschool, it's also the parents' journey in developing the child together with the teachers.
Do you think children these days are missing out or better off? Why?
In some ways, they are missing out. In other ways, they are better off. For example, in the past, we do a lot of self-learning outdoors. Our parents don't teach us how to climb trees. We learn from each other. We learn to be injured, and then we learn also to be resilient. And so there are things that we went through in life in the past as a child that made us who we are today. But today, children face different problems. There are issues around bullying through digital platforms, for example, and they must know how to deal with those things. They also are now working more closely when they grow up as teams and not as individuals. And therefore, the learning that they are now going through in the preschool is also holistic. It is not just about preparing them to be ready for school, but also to be ready for life.
Are there any heartwarming stories that you can share about the early childhood sector or educators?
I've heard that many teachers went out of their way during the circuit breaker period, during the time when children had to learn from home, to make sure that the parents are alright, to make sure the children are coping, and that beyond just learning and developing the child in such a setting, to show care and concern for their welfare. I think this is something very special.
Do you have any thoughts on the early childhood sector to share with our audience at the ceremony?
Hello ECDA Scholarship and Training Award recipients, center leaders and teachers, and all guests. I'm very happy to join you today at the ECDA Scholarships and Training Awards presentation ceremony. Congratulations to all recipients of our ECDA Scholarship and TA Commendation Award. I also want to welcome our new ECDA Training Award recipients into the early childhood fraternity. We are living in extraordinary times, but I want to assure you that amidst the COVID-19 uncertainties, two things remain unchanged for the early childhood sector. First, the government remains committed to enhancing the quality, accessibility, and affordability of preschools to give every child a good start. We are continuing to build more preschool places, which have doubled since 2012. We have enhanced subsidy support to make preschools more affordable for families. We have also provided added support for low-income families through the extension of the Preschool Opportunity Fund and our Kids Start program. We are continuing our efforts to uplift early childhood standards and rolled out the expanded Spark to 0 to 6 this year. There are therefore many opportunities for aspiring educators like yourself to join the early childhood profession. You can look forward to varied career paths in this profession with many meaningful jobs available. You are in the right place. Second, the government remains committed to support early childhood educators at every stage of their careers. Over the years, we have steadily increased our investments in training and professional development for our educators. We offer training awards to students pursuing the early childhood pre-service courses in ITE, Polytechnic, and autonomous universities. We have also the Skills Framework. It lays out the career pathways to cater to the aspirations of our early childhood professionals, first introduced in 2016, will be reviewing the job roles and career path in the framework to support greater progression. Our training partners such as NIEC, NIE and SUSS offer a range of CPD courses. The Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Leadership and Professional Development programs provide structured training for early childhood educators to deepen their competencies. We are also developing a CPD roadmap to help educators better structure their professional developments. Finally, we also have the ECDA Scholarship for educators who aspire to pursue postgraduate early childhood courses to deepen their knowledge. I hope that I've given you a broad picture of the many opportunities we have, both for pre and in-service training. In tandem with these efforts, I'm happy to see more than 400 students taking up the training awards and 13 scholarship recipients this year. This is comparable to last year, despite challenges we faced this year. I want to assure you of our continued support for you as educators. COVID-19 has brought many changes in our working and learning environments. For many, it was a stressful time, adapting to many changes all at once. But that has not dampened our spirit and the passion of educators. I've heard of your innovative home-based learning resources and use of technology to stay connected with your children and their parents during circuit breaker. When preschools reopened, we were committed to implementing safe management measures to keep our preschools safe. For our students, we adapted to new ways of learning as lessons were conducted online. I applaud your resilience, resourcefulness, and adaptability. These are values that your children will pick up from you, their role models. For our training awards recipients, I encourage you to learn from your seniors and continue to innovate and find creative ways to enrich our children's learning experiences. I want to say a big thank you to the families, employers and friends of our ECDA Scholarship and Training Award recipients for your support. Let us work together to help our educators succeed in their studies and career, especially during these challenging times. I'm confident that we will emerge stronger together. Once again, congratulations to our recipients. All the best in your early childhood journey ahead.